gentlemen, we're now going to invite our keynote speaker of the evening. She is a respected leader whose experience and perspective reflects the themes of leadership and professional excellence being celebrated this evening. And she's got amazing energy and vibes as well. Please welcome to the stage, Sheree Holland.
Hello, and good evening, everyone. If leadership required certainty, very few of us would ever step into it, and even fewer women would be invited to stay. Good evening. It is a true honor to stand here and accept the Emerging Leader CFO Award. To be recognized among women who are shaping industries, economies, and communities across regions and borders is both humbling and deeply motivating. Tonight is not only a celebration of individual achievement, it is a reflection of collective progress. Progress driven by women who continue to claim space, authority, and influence in industries where leadership structures were not originally designed with us in mind. I have spent over 15 years in banking and finance, working across global financial services and multi-asset brokerage environments. I have worked within systems defined by precision, regulation, and risk, environments that demand decisiveness, resilience, and sound judgment, especially in moments of uncertainty. What I have learned over time is this: leadership is rarely about being fully ready. It is about being willing to take responsibility before comfort, before certainty, and sometimes even before permission. Early in my career, I stepped into a role that carried responsibility far beyond my title. The environment was fast-moving, highly regulated, and unforgiving of hesitation. Decisions were made in real time. Accountability was immediate, and expectations were high. I often find myself as the only woman in the room, and frequently among the youngest. I questioned whether I needed to soften my voice, wait longer before speaking, or ensure my answer was flawless before offering an opinion. Like many women across cultures and industries, I mistook preparation for permission. What I learned quickly was this: silence does not build credibility, judgment does. The moment I stopped waiting to feel ready and started to lead with intention, my trajectory changed. I began owning decisions, standing behind them, and accepting accountability, not as a burden, but as authority. When we speak about empowering women in leadership and finance, the conversation often begins with representation. And representation matters, globally and deeply. But empowerment does not stop at presence. It is about influence, it is about trust, and it is about authority. Having a seat at the table is only the beginning. Being heard, believed, and entrusted with responsibility is where leadership truly takes shape. As CFO of Axiory Global Limited, operating within a multi-asset brokerage environment, complexity is constant. Markets move across time zones. Risk evolves in real time. Regulation differs across jurisdictions. Leadership requires clarity under pressure, discipline in decision-making, and the courage to make difficult calls when outcomes are not guaranteed. In finance, we are trained to model risk, manage uncertainty, and forecast outcomes, but leadership does not come with a formula that eliminates doubt. Confidence is not the entry requirement for leadership. Action is. Growth happens when you take the seat before you feel ready. Speak before your voice feels steady, and say yes. Then rise to the responsibility that follows. And no one does this alone. Tonight is made even more meaningful because I am surrounded by my friends, women I admire, respect, and learn from, who traveled across borders from Belize to be here with me today. These are iconic women in their own right, leaders, builders, and forces of nature. Their presence is a reminder that none of us rise alone. We rise because of the women who stand beside us, believe in us, but most importantly, show up, even across borders, cultures, and time zones. Empowerment is not individual, it is collective. Progress accelerates when opportunity is intentionally extended, when women advocate for one another, share access, sponsor talent, and open doors in rooms where decisions are made. And this matters not only for women, but for the future of finance itself. Because leadership today is not defined by certainty. It is defined by judgment, by accountability, and by the courage to lead through complexity. Women are not emerging into leadership. We are redefining it. Redefining how authority looks, redefining how decisions are made, redefining what responsible, resilient leadership means in a global economy. Thank you for this honor. Thank you for this platform. And thank you to every woman in this room who is choosing to lead, not when it is easy, but when it is necessary. I am proud to stand alongside women who are not just participating in the future of finance, but shaping it. Thank you.